Hello, Wasatch fourth graders. This week and the next week, I'm teaching you Mrs. Lee's drawing lessons. Hey, well, let's get this started. Okay, first, I need you to pretend that you are already an established professional artist. And your teacher rang on your doorbell one day and asked you, "Can you make some artwork for me?" And she offered you a wad of cash. And then you said, "Sure, of course. What do you want me to make?" Okay. And then she said, "Whatever you like." Okay. At this point, you have some decisions to make, right? Okay. First thing you have to decide is called subject. Okay. Now, subject means, are you drawing a person, or animal, or insects, or are you drawing a landscape scenery, or still life, like flowers, a bowl of fruits, stuff like that? What are you going to paint or make? Okay. And let's just pretend that you decided to paint your teacher. Okay. Okay. The next thing you have to decide is called medium. Okay. And it is the same thing as material. Okay, we call it art medium in art term. Okay, that means what are you gonna use? Do I want to use oil paint on the canvas or watercolor on the watercolor paper? Maybe you want to try the printing ink and do the printmaking. Okay, stuff like that. Okay, let's pretend that you are going to use watercolor on the watercolor paper. So that's decided. And the next thing you have to decide is composition, okay, and the format. Okay. So here is the composition and the format. Okay, let's talk about format first. Format gets decided, depends on the composition, but if you use the paper wide way, it's called landscape format. If you use the paper tall way, up and down, it's called the portrait format. I need you to memorize these two different kinds of formats today. Okay, now let's talk about composition. You might want to, here's one idea for composition. You might want to just draw teacher's head and up to shoulder. Okay. Or you love your teacher so much, you love everything about her. So you might include the whole body of her, looking like that. Or you might say, "I'm not too good at drawing a person, but I know she loves Wasatch." So you might want to include the Wasatch and White Mountain and make a composition like that. So this will be a landscape format. Other two are portrait formats. Okay, let's pretend that you decided to do your teacher's portrait like this. On the watercolor paper was watercolor. Okay, at this point, everything is decided. You are ready to sketch. Okay. Today, I'm going to teach you a special way of drawing. It is called the gesture drawing. Okay. Gesture drawing is a very fast, quick drawing. It usually takes 10 seconds, 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, a little bit too long. Okay, so you're not worried about eyes, nose, and details, hairstyles, or nothing. You just worry about the basic shape of things and try to capture the essence and the spirit of your model. So that's what the gesture drawing is all about. Okay, now we're going to practice the object gesture first, and then we're going to move on to the figure gesture. Okay, your first model is him, my Mr. Bear, teddy bear right here. Okay, let's look at him closely. Look at his shape closely all together. Okay. So remember, we're not worried about eyes on the nose or bows or not even ears today. So what kind of shape is his head? Is it totally round like a ball? Not really. It is more like roundish upside down triangle. You notice that? Okay. How about his body? Okay. He's quite chunky. His body is round, but which is bigger, his head or his body? Okay. Oops. He's falling asleep. Okay. It's about the same, but head can be slightly bigger even. Okay. And then he's got chunky legs, and chunky short arms. Okay. That's him. Did you memorize all that? Okay. Now you watch me do the gesture drawing of him. Okay. On the whiteboard here. Watch me and count how long it's going to take me. Okay, are you ready to watch? Okay, here I go. Okay. Okay, so that's it. That was easy, right? But you do have to concentrate while you're doing it. No chattings. No staring at the wall and daydreaming. You have to give yourself a total concentration for about 10 seconds. Okay, let's compare. Okay, I did a good job, didn't I? All right. Okay, pause your video at this point and try it yourself. Okay, and come back to me. Okie dokie. Now, the next model is this. This is a toy harp. Okay? Let's observe this shape all together. Okay? It has a small vase, round vase, and this side goes up straight up. Okay? This side goes diagonal. This corner is a sharp corner, like a corner of the desk. Are you memorizing all these? You got to draw this in 10 seconds, so memorize everything I'm saying. Okay. And this side is lower, but the corner is round here. Okay. And then from here to there, you go like a roller coaster. All right. Let's see if I can draw a gesture drawing of this. Okay, you watch me again and see how well I can do it. Are you ready? Okay. Small vase. Go straight up. And diagonal, and sharp corner, and okay. Now, I purposely did it twice. If you don't like what you did first, then you can go over and fix it. Okay, and you can still make it draw the whole thing in pretty short time. All right. Okay. So. That was the object gesture. Let's pause the video and try the harp, okay? And come back for the figure gesture, okay? Okie dokie. Okay, next, figure gesture, okay? First, I need you to look at this wooden model figure, okay? This is the kind of thing that you're drawing today. You're not worried about eyes, hairstyles, what kind of clothes you're wearing, and nothing, none of those. Okay? And to explain it a little bit more easier, I'm going to draw that basic body shape, pretending that they're made of different kinds of bread. Head is a hamburger bun. Okay? Neck, dinner roll. Body, a whole loaf of bread. Hot dog bun, dinner roll. Hot dog bun, dinner roll. French bread. Kaiser roll for sandwiches. Oops, I think I drew it too long. You probably can't see the Kaiser roll. There you go. Here is the bottom half. Okay. All right. So that's how you draw it. And today all you need is a scrap paper and whatever you draw. Okay. you can draw it with pencil, crayons, or markers, and pair up with your friend. One person can be a model, the other person can be an artist, and take your turn. And for this, you can take about 15 to 20 seconds. Okay? And try it and think of fun poses like macho man's pose, princess pose, difficult pose. Try a couple of times with different poses. All right. Well, that's all that I offered today. I will see you next time for the second part of the drawing lesson next week. Okay. Thank you for watching. Okay. Goodbye.